You read the title, you clicked on the video, you know why you're here. Team Buddies, a strategy team block builder from the 2000s made by Psychogenesis, Evangelion Genesis? It's one of my earliest childhood games and is actually might be my first video game I ever played. It's either that or one of the plug-and-play games. You remember those? The little Spider-Man dick-looking? And it may or may not say a lot about me that my first game was actually in a controversy for being too racist. Apparently, the original version of the game was censored because it had stereotypes like the Asian team saying English for some of its voice lines.
Ninja, kick your ass with blindfold!
While the European version still kept its nationalities instead of just the color groups, the US version was censored, which is the one I played. And I know what y'all are all about to say. Oh, well, I know a PS1 game that only 4 people know. It's basically the Da Vinci Code of video game.
Don't care. Still don't care.
And I didn't know that people didn't know what this game was. I mean, I just assumed if I got my hands on it, then everyone had it. But according to the website WordPress, it's one of the 5 rarest games known to be on the PS1. And trust me, I would tell you exactly how rare this game is, but I can't find how many copies were sold or how much money they made anywhere. Not the wiki, not the Reddit, not the second page of fucking Google. Oh, and by the way, while I was making this script, there is no second page of Google. It just doesn't exist. That's how little of this game there actually is out there. But I can say it's at least $95 to $1,000 rare, because damn, these fucking in-package prices are steep. That's why I kept my old PS1 copy of the game and the disc in pristine condition and totally didn't scratch the fuck out of it with my brother. And definitely am not using an emulator for save states and such, you know. Definitely not doing that. No way, not me. But forget about me. Let's dive into this nostalgia gem of mine and give it a whirl. Despite being on the PS1 and the way it looks, the gameplay in this game is actually pretty interesting. You pick up blocks to build other guys' weapons and vehicles and such, and assemble your team to kill your enemies. You can also give special commands like to defend, attack, or build whatever you want. What makes this a really cool game is that it's an RTS/shooter/MOBA game, which is a really cool idea on paper. It's got just enough strategy for you to be able to outsmart your opponents, and also is just simple enough for kids to just run and gun if they want to. And I feel personally that this game could make it a really good comeback today. If it was spruced up a little, it would kind of be like a cartoon Battlefield StarCraft type beat. I think it has great potential. And if you don't think so, I just mean look at BattleBit right now. People are drooling over that game right now.
Hey, let's go take him to the back. Hey, take your pants off. Take your pants off.
Stop!
Take your pants off.
Fucking pants off!
So I'm sure a cartoony thing like this could make a great comeback. The solo side of the game has a variety of different missions in it. 8 worlds in total with 4 to 5 missions each, and most with some boss fights or main mission at the end. And this is where my first criticisms of the game come in. Most of the solutions in the game's first worlds are make the best gun you can and then make some teammates you'll be using for extra lives and then kill the enemies before they even get to play. Which by default kind of makes the missions where you can't build the most interesting. Which is sad because building is the most unique part of the game in my opinion. Like imagine if Fortnite took out building. Oh wait. I know they had their limits back then with the PS1 and all, but the fact that I didn't even try to use sneaky tactics, I just ran straight for the base and killed them all before they had a chance to even play, I feel like there's definitely something they could have put here to make it at least more tempting to go the long way around. Oh, but did you think this game was easy? No. The difficulty spike in this game has to be the most retarded thing I've ever played, and the levels are back to back in the last 3 worlds. So let me tell you about this shit. Now, don't get me wrong, I know back then in order to increase playtime, they made the game more difficult, but my fucking god, this is unreal. Your first taste of this bullshit is the penguin level. You will load in going, oh, look at these little guys, and you will leave the level going, you are the spawn of Satan himself, flightless freaks of nature. In this level, you have to get these guys from point A to point B. Okay, so you walk out of base and boom, polar bears. Alright, whatever. But you can't kill them, by the way, or at least I couldn't. So okay, that's fine. But there's also teams you gotta kill first. Okay, easy. Boom, boom, got him. Alright, now let's just get these little guys to follow me in. Oh, okay, I get it. It's torture. It's actual torture. These little bastards have no idea which way is up, and there's no way to pick them up or tell if they're even still following you anymore. You just have to fucking guess. Oh, and did I mention that they literally have 3 health? For real. If you punch them too many times, they will just fucking die, and you'll lose. Not to mention, it's fucking timed. And I was gonna say that this is probably the worst level in the game by far, but it gets so much worse. After this, there are some hard levels, but more than anything, they're just time consuming. So I'm just gonna go for the levels that actually made me angry. First, we have Mad Max. It's a boss battle with infinitely respawning enemies and heat-seeking missiles. In order to do this, you have to keep getting these power-ups for ammo and invincibility, and then kill the turrets and then the boss at the end. It takes way too long, and there's nothing interesting about doing it. And there's only one way to do it, and it's with the power-ups. There's no other way to do it unless you want to die over and over again until you get lucky. Next up, we have Inflammable Cannibals. A very time-consuming level where you just have to hope and pray that the AI is dumb enough to let you build and then destroy their bases. And then you have to kill the turrets, which wastes more time, and it's dumb because it's really easy to kill the turrets, but to get to the point where you can 1v1 them, you have to let them shoot you so you can go to the enemy base. I hate this level personally because not only does it make you believe that you can actually build in this level, but there's also doesn't tell you there's a fucking rocket launcher in the corner you can pick up at the start. Also, by the way, thank God for the guy who made this strategy guide. I would have never thought to just sneak around and kill the bases for 4 fucking hours. I would have been stuck there for eternity. To give it the benefit of the doubt, in theory, it's a cool stealth level. In practice, it feels like an unfair, unbeatable, time-consuming piece of trash. Next, we have the worst world of the game, Loon a Moon, with some of the most retarded levels known to man. Straight out the gate, we have Space City, a level where the other teams are working together to kill you, and are way faster and stronger than you'll ever beat. The only way you get to win this level is get out your Dark Souls skills and dodge, baby. But remember, it's fucking timed, so you have to kill everyone as efficiently as possible without dying yourself. Not to mention that the only thing you can build before your base is flooded with enemies is the plasma gun. I mean, you can build another teammate if you want, but you'll have no weapon for the rest of the game because your base almost instantly dies. So have fun with this level of torture I never thought I would feel before. Next, we have Gangstar, another level that lies to you. If you try to do this level legit, you'll be there for the rest of your fucking life. The only way to beat this level is to get the auto turrets to do the work for you. Good thing I figured this out 2 hours into trying to beat it. Next, we have Lava Player. This is the worst level in the game, and by far took me the longest to beat. First, it welcomes you by having 8 fully armed enemies immediately run at you.
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga!
And then expects you, as the lowest health class in the game, to kill all of them one by one. And then expects you to have enough time at the end to get all the aliens to the teleporter. Oh, and did I mention? You have to run around the corners of the map to teleport each alien one at a time. Shit took me 12 hours to beat. And I died to so much bullshit that I almost didn't finish the game. Thank the Lord himself, for he is real, and he is my God now. Oh no! What do you mean? What are you talking about? The only way to beat this is to instantly grab this gun, teleport, go get the shield power up, and hope to God you kill at least half of them. And then you have to run to the next mushroom looking thing and get another shield power up. You have to kill all of them now, or you will not win this level. Luckily, there is a chance for the AI to stop moving after trying to heal, so you gotta get kinda lucky. Now, you just have to hope to God that you have enough time to get all these little fuckers to the TP. By the way, lava is almost always a one-shot kill, so have fun with that. Oh no! And now we have the final boss, which is actually pretty cool. I just wish I didn't need a guide to do everything, or even try to fight it, which I would have never figured out any of the shit that I'm about to do in this fucking gameplay if it wasn't for this guy. Thanks to Twilight on this fucking team guide. The way to beat this one is to know where all the shield power-ups are, demech the guys, destroy all the recharge towers so he can't regain health, and then get in the UFO that spawns 2 minutes in, by the way, and then shoot and run, 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 shoot and run. The worst part about this shit is the UFO can be destroyed in a few shots, and the motherfuckers can shoot you while remeching. It also seems that you damage yourself a little bit when firing the UFO, so you just have to hope to God that he dies before the UFO does. All that being said, it's still an extremely fun game that me and my brother used to play together as kids. And I do think that some of the fun was actually just multiplayer stuff, figuring out how the guns work, finding all the secrets and stuff. It's probably where most of the fun came from when we were kids. I do love the charm and art style of the game though, and damn, listen to that music. I do wish it didn't fall into that Sonic-esque too cool for school shit, because most of the funny voice lines just aren't funny. But the animations and the mini-movies more than make up for it. I hope you enjoyed this video about my old childhood game, and now I won't have to fucking explain to everyone ever what this fucking game is. I'm sure my friends will be happy with that. Yo, you guys ever hear of a game called Team Buddies? It used to be my childhood game.
Shut the
Oh
fuck
my
up, bro.
god,
God
bro,
damn,
shut
bro.
up,
Man,
bro.
fuck you,
Come
man.
on, man.
God
Come on,
damn,
man.
bro.
I'm tired of
Stupid
this
ass
shit, bro.
motherfucker.
Every
God
day,
damn, bro.
every hour, every